and just help people online to help to jumpstart their month of July, and so it's mid-year. They say insanity is when you do the same thing over and over again and you expect a different result. That's by Albert Einstein. So you can't be doing the same thing the way you did it last month. It's July. If you approached the thing you're doing right now and you didn't succeed doing it in June, in April, in May, and you still want to do it the same way in July, you need to pause and have a mindset reset by upgrading your operating system. That's the first way to be able to jet set your July. All right. The second way to jet set your July is to be a self-leader. You need to be a self-leader. Who is a self-leader, you may ask? A self-leader is that person that, regardless of what is happening in the environment, in the community, in the government, in the external situation, you are able to lead yourself towards the goals you want to achieve as a person. That is what a self-leader is. A self-leader is leading herself towards the destination she wants to get to. Whether there's a bump in the road, whether there is a detour, whether there is actually obstacles along the way, she's going to be able to overcome them by leading herself. That is who a self-leader is. It's not insanity, joy, it's home trouble. My dear sister. So funny. It made me laugh this afternoon. Thank you so much. I've been out of the house since 10 a.m. Woo, busy day today. Anyhow, I'm glad to be here and I'm glad to serve. Thank you so much, Steph Red. Thank you so much. So we need women. We are born leaders already. When we are born, there is a burden that is on a girl child's shoulders. If you are the firstborn child, like I am, that one comes with its own special sacrifice. Then if you lose a parent early, that one comes with extra burden. So, but automatically in these travels, in these adversities, you now see yourself leading yourself. You are not waiting for somebody to tell you what to do. You are a self-starter. You are a trailblazer. You are an overcomer in everything you do. You don't wait to be told, you take initiative. You are not reactive, you are proactive. That's who a self-leader is. Most people have not made a quantum leap in their life in this half year, and they are complaining about the reason behind this and that because they've not actually tapped into their ability to lead. A lot of us are blaming the government, blaming the economy, and all those things. All those things are big factors. But we have, Mahatma Gandhi said, be the change you want to see in the world. Be that change you want to see. That's what self-leadership really is. That's what self-leadership really is. So number one, for you to just set your July, you need to have a mindset reset. You need to upgrade your operating system. The way you used to think, the way you used to do things, the way you used to evaluate things, the way you used to think about people. Some of us want our life to be better, but we have bias against other people. Some of us feel we are not giving something, but we don't give enough to others. We just want to take. Right? So if you really want your life to jet set, your work to improve, to have influence and all the things, you need to be able to be that kind. Another call is coming in again, and I don't want it to interrupt, so I keep cutting it. For you to jet set. So the third thing, let me share only 3 things because calls are pouring into my phone so that I can end this call. All right? And that's what my friend Stephanie teaches a lot of people. I spoke at an event in January. You need to be resilient. The fourth one, I would still like to share it. The third thing is that you need to be resilient. If you want to do big things, you are going to experience a lot of hardship. If you go to the gym, for example, the first time, the second time, consistently exercise. I exercise every single day. Every single day I'm in pains when I finish. When I finish, I carry a boniki and rub on the tense muscles. Then I try to do a massage once a month now to heal the muscles. Why? Because if I want to be healthy, no pain, no gain. So why is it you want to do a big thing in life and you are expecting that it's going to be easy? Importantly, you need to be aware of this. Once you set an intention to do a big thing, be ready for disruption. Be ready for interruption. Be ready for other things to happen that will derail you. The goal is, no matter the disruption, no matter the distraction, you need to make sure you have traction. No matter the distraction, you need to make sure you have traction. And the only way you can keep that traction in the distraction is when you are resilient. If you are not resilient, you'll be complaining all the time that this thing is too hard. If you are not resilient, you will give up before you win. A lot of us give up at the nick of time. A lot of people leave money on the table because they are not resilient. A lot of people don't get the clients they need because they are not resilient. When you are resilient, you pursue things to the very end, to its logical conclusion. When you are resilient, you follow up, even if the person has told you no before in a business deal you are trying to meet up with. When you are resilient, you know, as a business owner, if you need to get a job with corporates, you need to write proposals till proposals become something like you can do in your sleep, because you keep hearing so many no's and you keep hearing so many reasons why they cannot hire you. If you are not resilient, you're gonna give up easily. Sometimes I make an example for my clients about when I was in the banking industry. There was a time I was pursuing a big account, worth billions. And I was pursuing this account from, I believe it was October of 2007 until November 2009, 2 years before I won this account. In between those 2 years, I conceived my last child. I gave birth to my child. I changed banks from one bank to the other. I was still following up on this account. They changed the executive of that organization. I will go and reintroduce myself to the new executive. I will take some people out for lunch. I will give people tips that give me audience so that I can get that account. I pursued that account for almost 3 years. Eventually, they gave me the check. Eventually, I opened the account. It was a pension board account in the government of Rivers State then, and they were going to open for a lot of their pensioners, and they had not paid them pensions for years. We know how the government can be. So I was waiting for that account with bated breath. Not waiting and doing nothing. Following up, going to their office at least 2 times a week, non-stop for 3 years. That's resilience in action. Some of us, we do something one time, it's hard, we give up. And we say, I've tried now. I can't come and kill myself. You're not going to kill yourself when you're resilient. Nothing will kill you unless you decide that thing will kill you. Nothing kills a human being. We are stronger than we think. We are more resilient than we think. We have the ability to handle hard things more than we think. That's one shocker you get when you experience grief, you experience loss, you experience separation, you experience any form of adversity. You realize before you encountered it, when you hear that happen to somebody, you say, oh my God, I can never get through that. I don't think I will survive. Then when it happens to you, you are still standing. Imagine when you deliberately now decide, I'm going to keep standing and I'm going to get stronger because I overcame this problem. You will be the best and the strongest person out there. Then the final thing I'd like to share with you guys to just set your July with me is you need to take action. Action takers are money makers. Action takers are change makers. If you don't take action, there will be no traction. If you don't take action, there will be no movement. And if there's no movement, there will be no momentum. I tell each of my clients when I start working with them, I say you have magic. But if you don't take action on your magic, there will be no movement. And without the movement, there will be no momentum. So it will just be somebody was existing, but the person was not really living to apply themselves to make a change in this world. For there to be a change in the world, you need to be able to take the action steps required for that change. So it's not enough to say, I want something, I want something, I want something. You need to not only take action, you need to become the kind of person that deserves that thing you want. That's mental preparation. Then you need to start doing the things that are required for you to get that thing you want. Action. That's the action.